Now, one of the reasons why a shirk is considered the worst of sins, the worst sin, is because of the affairs that have been mentioned about a shirk that have not been mentioned about other sins. That a Muslim was to fall into other sins, he would not have the same consequences and punishment as the person that falls into a shirk. What are those things? There are three that we're going to mention. Number one, the one that falls into a shirk and doesn't make tawbah from it and dies upon it, it nullifies all of his deeds. حَبِطَتْ عَمَلُهُ. All of his actions are nullified and null and void. Not beneficial to him at all in the Day of Judgment. And if a person had any good deeds in the dunya, they will receive its reward in the dunya, but they will have no share of that in the akhirah. It got nullified by way of a shirk. Number two, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never forgives a shirk if a person dies upon it. The main point here, that a person dies upon it. La shak, if a person fell into shirk, but they made tawbah and they enter back into Islam, then Allah forgives them. And this is how a person enters into Islam. And there are examples in the tariq, in history, of a person exiting Islam, entering back into Islam. So that's not a problem here. The problem is that a person dies in that state of shirk. Allah Azza wa Jal, He says in two places of Surah An-Nisa, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَن يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَن يَشَاءُ. Indeed, Allah Azza wa Jal, He does not forgive that you associate partners with Him, that you perform a shirk. Allah Azza wa Jal does not forgive it. And He forgives anything lesser than that from the sins. Number three, the person that falls into a shirk and dies upon the state of a shirk, then they will enter into the hellfire eternally. Abad al-abidin. There is no makhraj. There will be no exiting for that person. They will abide in the hellfire eternally, burning up until they become charcoal, and then they will be given new skin, and then they will burn. وهكذا, continuous cycle. Abad al-abidin, eternally, never waiting for a break, a holiday, an end. There's no death to save them. And this is three reasons why a shirk is the greatest of sins. A Muslim, if they were to fall into any other sin, then it is possible that Allah Azza wa Jalla still forgives them from His mercy. That if they enter into the hellfire and they have iman and tawheed, then they will eventually one day exit the hellfire. And their actions are not nullified completely. Yes, major sins nullify some of your actions, and bad deeds wipe away good deeds. But none of those sins wipe all of your good deeds clean or nullify them and make them void, except for a shirk. And for these reasons that have been stated, then and it being from the greatest type of al-lu'um, repaying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is generous to you in the worst manner possible, a shirk is the greatest sin. And the Prophet ﷺ, he warned against shirk from the beginning up until just before his death. لعنة الله على اليهود والنصارى اتخذوا قبور أنبيائهم مساجد. May the curse of Allah be upon the Jews and the Christians. They took the graves of their prophets as masajid, as a place of prayer, as a place of worship. Warning from shirk 5 days before his death. And so a shirk is the worst sin. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect us, our loved ones, our families, our friends from a shirk. And we should make that dua even if we are Muslims, just like Ibrahim alayhi salam. And he is from the ulul azm, from the greatest of the messengers. وَجُنُوبَنِي وَبَنِي أَن نَعْبُدَ الْأَصْنَامِ. O Allah, protect me and my children from worshipping idols.